Hey friends, welcome to How to Treat Someone Who's Different 101. Yeah, apparently I need to run a class on how to not be a jerk to someone who looks or acts different than you in this world. Imagine that. Today, I took myself to the mall. I decided I'm going to try on boots because I got a new prosthesis and it's skinnier, and maybe I'll be able to find some boots that fit me because, hey, Lord knows I love my boots. So I'm in the shoe store and I'm talking to the sales lady and I'm explaining the type of boots that I would need, with extra zips or elastic or whatever. So I have a little chat with her. She finds me 3 pairs she'd like to, bring out in my size. I tell her my size and I sit down. And the place is pretty packed. There was some kind of sale, I don't know. And it's Sunday, so it's busy. And I take my shoes off and I roll up my pant leg because, well, I need to see if it's going to fit. And I kind of felt everybody looking at me, which is pretty normal. I mean, I do have an ankle that is like this wide and metal. You don't see that every day, and I'm pretty open about people looking at it or asking me questions or whatever. And while the girl's in the back looking for my size, I'm kind of glancing around at the other shoes, and a lady said to the person she was with, I don't understand why people have to flaunt that kind of stuff. Why would you not cover it? And I did not think anything of it. I never would have thought that she was talking about me, but I caught her glance and she was looking at me and she looked down and she was shaking her head. And I realized she's talking about me. There isn't someone sitting across from her with an offensive tattoo or a foot fungus or, socks that say something that would require me to put a beep here if I read it. And I was like, my face was hot all of a sudden, and I felt just foggy. It was the weirdest thing ever. I looked at everybody else around me, and they were also looking at me. And I don't know if they were waiting for me to react or if it looked like I was about to, faint, because it kind of felt like I was. And I just kind of smiled at everybody that was staring at me and put my shoes back on and put my pant leg down and walked my butt right out of that store. I never in a million years thought that I would get in a situation like that without a witty comment. I mean, if I had been with it, I probably would have said, lady, I'm an amputee, I'm not deaf, or, don't worry, it's not contagious, or something like that. That's my normal wit. That's how I would normally react. But for some reason, today, I panicked. I have never felt like that. I have always been weird. I have always stood out, and I have always had comments, like my whole life. I have lately been writing this little autobiography thing, a challenge given to me by a counselor, to kind of help me figure out what life events really, really deeply affected me and what life events kind of moderately affected me or not at all. And I noticed that I knew other people thought I was different when I was a kid, but I never cared. Fast forward 31 years, and guess what? I still don't care. So, for some reason, this particular situation felt very different to me. And I personally feel very confident in my decision to be an amputee, and I personally feel very confident in showing my leg. I often wear leggings, and you can see my teeny tiny little ankle, and I wear it like a badge of honor. And yeah, I know that that means people are going to stare at me, and yeah, I know that that's going to make some people uncomfortable because, well, it's weird. I don't have a foot, and that's weird, and it's okay to be weird. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was feeling super vulnerable, I guess. Maybe that's how to put it. I felt vulnerable. And I was there by myself, and I don't normally go shopping by myself for anything because I usually need that validation, like, oh yeah, you need that in order for me to think that it's worth spending money on. So, anyways, the moral of the story is shut your mouth. If you have something to say about somebody, if it isn't positive, don't say it. Or wait until that person's not anywhere near you to say it, or say it quietly. I mean, I guess the people who are like this, that are willing to say something like that, it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're still going to be like that, but I'm just putting it out there. Some people are not as cool about this as I am. And some people are going to be heartbroken even if you get caught looking for too long. I am okay with it. You want to ask questions about being an amputee? Ask me. I may not know them all yet because I'm pretty new at it still, but I'm totally down with sharing everything I know with you guys. So I just want to set it out as a challenge, okay? Whether somebody is physically different, whether someone is mentally different, whether someone is financially different, whether someone is, I don't know, style different, it really shouldn't matter. It should not in any way affect you in your life. It really should in no way have any impact on your day, which means you should also not have an opinion about it. So if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Sorry, Dad. I know if you don't have anything to say, or I don't have anything nice to say, tell the truth is our thing. But this is one of those times that doesn't fly. That's just for people that you love. If you don't have anything nice to say, tell the truth. Yeah, that's for the people you love. If you don't know the people, shut up. This has been my 7-minute rant. And if you watched it, hopefully you don't think I'm a giant jerk now. It's been a long week. Yeah. So be kind to one another. Smile if you make eye contact with someone. And zip it.